Hello, hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to see the last of my Shabby Chic book. Yes, it's the last couple of pages. I'm so sad. I gotta find another book for you to flip through for you. But here is a piece of doily, and I think I mentioned at the beginning of this that I don't like a useless doily. One that just is in there, for looks. I like to have one that has a purpose. Now, you can still write on this side if you wanted to, but why would you do that when you have secret journaling on this side? I have a Velcro dot here holding it against this handmade page. I forget where I got these. It was so long ago. But yes, you can write all over the back of that, and then it pushes down and it's gone. And here is one of my regular pockets. It has, oh, isn't that a pretty dress? That's from the digital kit that this was made from. Now, this was a piece from a jewel design, and I forget what they called this. There was different colors. There was one in blue. I think there was one in green. I chose the one in pink, and it was little Victorian ladies, and you would open it up, and I made a little belly band here. You can see the little umbrella stand, and had a set of books. I think it had I forget what these are. I think it had a carriage. And I forget what I've done with that. Oh, well, that's there. Sorry. I think it was depicted from Jane Austen. I think it was something to do with Jane Austen. Need I say, my dear Eloise, how welcome your letter was to me? Yeah, it was something to do with her Jane Austen series. And that just goes in there. And then it has a Velcro dot on it as well. So that goes back in the pocket. And I did a little bit of extra decorating on the pocket. I have some rickrack and a pretty little tiny ribbon with a gold dot and just some lace. And some more of, I forget where that digital come from. And there's a pretty rose paper. This is the one that I was telling you, it printed out when I was out of one of the colors. So it printed purple. Don't know why. But I did have these cards here, the tags, that really matched well. So I went ahead and let that purple stand. Had a pink rose down here. Here's a little set of tickets, and I just kind of stuck them in here for interest. And it has something about our vacation 1920s. And it was just a little collage I put on that tuck. And the last is just this. It's the last page. That was ticking from my porch prints. I have a tag here. It was just something I kind of threw together. And this beautiful lace that I can't find anymore with more of that little gold dot ribbon and some Stamperia paper. This was anyway. And that. This was from another digital, stamp pad or scrapbook pad. Sorry, I'll get it out. Get it out, Rhoda. So anyhow, that is the last of our book. All right. On to the next one, I guess. All right. Thank you. Thank you for coming to visit me today and to see what I was going to show you. And hopefully it's something new and you've not seen it before. I'm not really sure. I'm calling it an over-the-page large tag window. So you'll kind of see what I'm going with. I got exactly about this size. It's like a 2 by 2 inch square, and there was a whole ton of them at the back of this French Industrial Tim Holtz paper pad. It's paper stash, and yeah, everything kind of got smaller and smaller as you went back, but the very last ones were these 2 by 2 inch squares, and I had not done anything with them yet, and I had been wanting to. So I took a piece of my 12 by 12 craft stock. This was actually a scrap that I had left, so I went ahead and grabbed it so we can use it. And what I'm doing is I've got 6 glued on squares down here. I had to like Frankenstein that one a little bit. So we're going to flip it and we're going to do 6 more. And I'm trying to just kind of get a variable here on what's where. And this was just like the last little bits of it that I had left. So maybe that. This is darker, so we'll stick that there. That one's kind of lighter. And that one's darker, and that one's lighter. Okay, that works for me. And then I took my scorched timber, scorched timber ink, and I went around the outside of every one of the squares, just so they were standing out from one another. And I've done that on all of them. I just thought these couple might have needed a little bit more. And then we'll go around the whole outside edge of them as well. Now I'll start from the bottom and get the bottom down. They're all 2 by 2, but you know, when you cut stuff out, it'll sometimes get kind of off, and that may have happened here. But we are going to go with it. I think it doesn't matter if it's a little off. And then we're just going to put everything down like that. Easy peasy. Now, these are the ones that had the same image on both sides. But I did notice that the image was a little darker from one side to the other. And I'm trying to keep them as close as possible together, but you know, it's not it's not always easy. All right, and that one can go here. It almost looks exactly the same. There's like a harlequin pattern on the back of some of these, or the background. All right. Like I say, I'm not sure that I have seen this out there. I did see something similar that I think I got it on Gail's page. You know, I always watch Gail. I get some kind of idea from her, Gail Augustinelli. And, I mean, she's been around for ages, and I'm sure she's done it all. And sometimes she redoes things, if you know what I mean. Now, see, I'm a little over there, but I think I'm going to just go with it. But yeah, I think I saw it on there. I don't know if she made it, if it was somebody else's idea, but it wasn't over the page something. I don't think it was a tag. That's going to be my addition to all of this. It'll be my addition. Okay, let me cap this real quick because I'm not exactly sure what else we're needing here. I know I need to cut the whole edge here, so let's just go ahead and do that. And then I have another whole page of these over there that I've gotten done. And here's where you can kind of get everybody kind of sized up right if you think it's a little off. All right. And then we're going to go down, like I said, with our scorched timber and ink the whole outside edge again. Well, I don't know if I have exactly. Yeah, I have, because if I inked each square, that equivalates to me inking all the sides as well. But I'm getting the paper, the craft stock under it this time as well. All right, so that's that one. Let me show you the other sheet. So here is the other one that I did. Oh, and I've got a step missing from this one that I did on this one. Can you see the zigzag? I went, because my sewing machine is still on the fritz. I have not got it fixed yet. But I went around and did like a zigzag, kind of like somebody stitched it. So let me grab that real quick. And here it is. And the zigzag is from this, all I know is it's the plus and the herringbone stencils is in here. And it's THMM 116. It has the hats and the colors, a few numbers, the Tinkham traveling trunks, traveling bags. I love all that. But here's where it came from. And what we're going to do is just take my VersaFine and go around it real quick and kind of show you. It doesn't take much. I didn't go into the little knot. There's actually a knot down here. I didn't go that far. I kind of just did this. and then I kind of went across, and it was just about the right distance, and I went across both of the where the two pieces meet, and I just did that on all of them. I hope everybody is doing well today, or getting well, or not getting sick. How about that? Put the juju out there. Don't get sick. Oh my goodness. Or is that the evil eye? It's one or the other. You put the hex on somebody. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got the door cracked out there for the babies. They didn't get to do too much outside business yesterday because I had to go to town with Mom again. Walmart. So they had to stay inside, and it's been raining on and off. I don't know if this is actually the sheep rain, because back when that buckeye tree was blooming, when it gets halfway through the bloom, it's kind of similar to a lilac bloom, if you've seen one of those. It's kind of like a little teepee looking thing, and when it gets halfway through there's this rain that comes through and usually lasts for a week. At least 3 days to a week. Well, we didn't get it this year. I don't know what was going on. Everything's been strange. So I think we have finally gotten it. I gotta get my little rag out here and clean my stencil, or my stamp off. And we do have some more stamping to do too, so I just as well leave this out. Let me find it. Okay, I have to cut these two apart as well, or this one apart, and I'm just going to go right down there as close as I can between the two that I've glued together. There we go. There's that one. I got a little bit sticking out over here. I'm going to be inking the edges with the scorched timber as well, so that'll kind of hide where some of them didn't come apart as well as I would have chosen. All right. There we go. And then, like I said, we're going to hit it, each one, with scorched timber. May have to do a little trimming there, looks like. Okay. Yeah, let's see if I can hide it with this. Or rub it off. I do have a sanding piece that may do the trick for me. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do to the other two real quick. Now with these, you want to pick out which is going to be the side with the window, the cutout. And so I'm going to set those around here this way. That's going to be the one here. I've got more images of things here, so this side is going to be the cutout. That's kind of the way I'm going. This doesn't have much. This has more. And I think all of these are the same. I actually had about 3 of each figure or square, so I went ahead and these 3 here are basically the same. So, and anyway, and then when I bought this shattered, it came with this really large stamp block, and that's where I'm going for here, because I want to use my new stamp pad, which is Curiosity Shop, and I really want to do the numbers. That's what I'm going for. I thought it might be kind of neat to have that typewriter in the window of one. So that might be happening. You know, it might not even be that bad to put the shattered image kind of on here somewhere. What do you think? Let's do that too. That'll be fun. All right, let's pull that out first. I'll do that the first time. And actually, I probably won't even have to take it off of here. I'll just use it like that. And then we get over here to this one. And we'll get, and these numbers are all in a row. Still got pieces and parts. It's brand new. I haven't used it at all. But I thought the numbers would look good going down through here somewhere. And so, oh my goodness, I'll probably have to see if I can pull that out. There we go. Sometimes the little nibs kind of hold. I haven't weeded this. When you take all these pieces like this out, they call that weeding. And I still haven't done that. I really need to get around to finding me a notebook or something to put all of my stamp, whatever. What do you call this? A stamp piece, a stamp page into. Okay, wow, that is almost, let's put it that way. Now, that'll work. I'll do that second. And then this one will be on here. We'll just stick 2 of these at a time. And I'll more than likely put the number. I'm trying to think which side to do the number on. More than likely, I'll put the number on the side where it's going to have the cutout. How about that? Stop wishy-washy and Rhoda. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and do this with the crackle about right here on the side with the people. And did I call it crackle? It's shattered. I keep calling it crackled. But that's what it reminds me of. Okay, so we're going to get on there with that. I'm just using my VersaFine Onyx. I use that for about everything. You know, did I go over far enough? That's the question. Okay, let's see if that did it. Oh, goodness. Can't pick it up. Let's see what we got right here. And I'm going to go out to where it just kind of, the stamp image fades. All right. Let's see what we get. Ooh, nice. Although, now that I've done that, see that part right there? That's probably where I'm going to cut my window out. That's right. I don't think I need to worry about it. Yep. No worries. Okay. Now, get on here and do the next one. Kind of makes it look old. And I'm going to go way down here at the edge. I didn't seem to do that before. Okay. Let's do kind of a rub. Rub-a-dub-dub. Yeah, it's not that I really needed to see these guys. I could do it with 2 on and two not. Yeah, let's do it that way. So this one has the big numbers that are going to probably go one of these sides. And we're just going to extend it into the next panel. Now these are getting folded in half. They're a large tag. So the part here that gets the window is going to be the, oops, I touched. It's going to be the side that has a square edge on it, but the other side will have a cutoff just like a tack and a hole for a dangle. Ooh, look at that. I love that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit on the other side too. Coming up the other edge. Like right here. I love that. That font, whatever that is. It's gorgeous. Well, he kind of didn't go on there all the way, but let's see if I can match him back up real quick. Yep, did it. I'm usually lucky to be able to get those to match up. I don't know how I do it. But I have me a stamping platform that I've been meaning to use. I keep thinking of things I could use the platform with. I think this may have been one of them. Though I don't know that this strip would fit in my platform. That's true. Yeah, so I don't think that would have happened. All right. Then I'll come up this side with it. All right. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Well, that's not all that, but you know, it can be a little grungy. It don't have to. It don't have to be all there. Remember that. In crafting, you don't have to be all there. How about that one? Yep. Oh my goodness. Loose and abstract. That's the way we want to be. Okay. Ooh, lovely. Although that shattered is kind of taking the wind out of the sails of my numbers. How sad. How sad. All right. Yep. You know, I wanted it a little grungy. I wanted it a little, you know, vintage, I guess. Anytime you're working with Tim Holtz, vintage is always a given. And you know, I know this is probably about 4 or 5 days out from me actually filming, but he's got something that just came down, a video that I need to watch. See what he's selling or showing. I love to watch his techniques and his images. And actually, I saw something from 49 Dragonflies. She did something the other day about faux rust, or yeah, it was rust. And you know, I might try to do a little bit of that on one of these so we can experiment with a little mixed media. All right, let me wipe this down and off and put it away. That was about all the stamping I'm going to do. The only other thing I might like is to do this typewriter and put it behind the window of one of them. So I'll have this over to the side waiting. Okay, I've got my die cut machine up here. I've chosen my 3-inch square to be the cutout for the window. And it came from the Fun Stamper's Journey. I've got 10 die cuts here. And it's DI0038. We're going to put one of these down. This is the step I'm going to do before a couple of others that need to be done. But we're going to put it right here. Right in the middle of the 6 is basically where I'm going with this. And I'm going to put me a piece of washi tape there to hold it. And then I'm going to put my cover plate over and we're going to run it through. Hopefully it goes through all of these layers. The Tim Holtz paper. So I'm going to go backward as well. Oh, it always does the click, 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 click. I'm used to that. All right. Yep, it punched it all the way. And look at that cool little piece for something. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. So this is what happened. I got this little piece out of it. And this is going to also get some of the black, or not black, but the scorched timber to go around the outside edge of my window. And we are going to do this with each one of them. And then we'll go to the next step. Well, I wanted to stop and show you. I don't think you saw it because it was down too far. But this is what I mean about putting it right in the center of those 6. I've got it equidistant from each side. And I've got just the same amount of those outside squares showing. And that's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to put our tape on there. And then put our cover. And then we're going to run it through. Okay, I went around the mouth or the window of each one of these and got that inked in. I inked this all the way around. Now, isn't that the cutest? These could make perfect, like cluster bases. You could just put a couple of things on there and boom, that thing is already decorated. So I love those. Set those over here to the side. I also have a couple of frames that came out of this. It was from the paper studio. They were just die cuts, but there was a whole bunch of stuff in there. Great stuff. Now these two frames were a little too skinny, or they were a little skinny, but they were longer, so part of the top and bottom showed. So I gave up on them and just decided to do 2 with a frame and 2 without. So I'm getting a nice variable, you know. So what we're going to do here is take probably, here's the 2 that's got the, so we'll do 1 of each. How about that? So 1 of this and 1 of that. Yeah. And let's see. I do need to fold these, and I need to cut the top. So I've got the tag look to it. So I'm going to take my my Wendy's gift card, where I've already got a few things cut out. And I want that nice bigger piece. So it really, let's see if that one's the right one. And maybe I go for the bigger one. Nope, that's good. That's a good size. I don't want too big. I still got to put a hole in the middle with an eyelet so I can have a dangle. You know how you would tie a tag at the top with a ribbon? It's going to be that idea, but it's going to be a dangle. It's going to hang down. How you like that idea? I was thinking about it, and I thought, that would be good. And I still have to ink around these as well. The back side here, you won't see the craft paper. You know, I have been playing around with, I actually do need to make these a hidden paper clip, because otherwise, unless I put a magnet on them, they're not going to stay. I forgot about that portion of it, but we don't have to worry. We're kind of right up to that point. Fingers are messy, of course. Let me go ahead and do a quick ink on the corners here that we just cut off. It won't take much. And then I'm going to give them a preliminary fold to show you where. Okay. So that's done. And then we're folding it right here in this middle area. It should almost do it itself like that. I want to try to line it up. And I also want to try to push it down. I may have to add a little bit of extra glue in there. I don't know. Let's see how she goes. Not too bad. I could probably ink that as well. Just to, yeah, darken it a bit. That works. And it's a shame you won't be seeing through there, because it's almost like a little pocket. Now, if you wanted to make them like that, you could turn it this way and make this glued down on each side. You have a pocket with something that's going to show through there. Sorry, can't get my words out. Or, you know, you could do it like we're doing. But that's another option for you if you would like to do that. I always like to have options, you know that. And then you've got the tag look. Or you could just cut the tag look on either side. Alright, this needs to be made into an altered paper clip. So let's get to that part. Okay, check these out. I've been having these file folder scraps over there for a while, because this was that skinny piece that got cut off at the fold. It's perfect. Perfect. So what you need to do to make it an altered paper clip, and this is going to be a hidden paper clip as well, is you're going to have a piece of paper that's folded like this, and you're going to put your paper clip on it, just like that. That's the first step. And then hiding it is the second step. I'm lucky I found some of these large ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut that off just right below where the paper clips are at. Give yourself a little bit of room because this is to be glued down to the inside. Okay. And I don't know that I can save and make these into anything, but I will. Maybe on the back of words or something. You never know. Or little tiny tags. They could be tiny tags. There we go. Alright, these are to go in the other ones. So what we need to do here, it's a little off, but you're not going to see them together because they're going to be on opposite sides. So we're going to open, oh, I never thought about this. It's going to be too, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I've done punched a hole in it. And, oh, no, it will work. If I put something behind this. Yes, okay. Oh. Alright, hold the thought with the altered paper clip for now. These came from Crafter Square. I wanted to put them in something. I think they'll be perfect in the middle of these because they're very vintage looking. I don't think I'm going to do the tall camera. I will do these three and the typewriter over here that I had planned to do before. And I had to strip of, that might not be wide enough. I need to get another one. But I'm going to use the crafts cardstock to put these on. Alright, this one's just a little bit wider than 3 inches, as you can see. So I have just enough, I think, to glue on the outside edges. I believe. We're going to go with it. I can't get too much wider or it's not going to actually fit. Now I'm going to ink up my typewriter. Maybe I need to go this way with it. Because it's brand new. I haven't done any kind of printing or stamping with it at all. So we need to get it nice and covered. I still can't believe how well this VersaFine ink pad has done for me. I have yet to put any more ink in it. I haven't refilled it at all. And I've used it since 2020. That's when I retired and started doing cards. And I ordered it that year, maybe later in the year. And look, it's already 2024. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, we're going to stick it right here and see what happens. I think this gets just a tad on either side, not seen, but that's okay. All right. Not very dark, is it? And we're going to put it in here and test it out. Yep, that's about the right spot. I just don't... Maybe I need to do it a couple more times on something. Here, let's put one on here. If nothing else, I'll have an already made piece of ephemera for the correspondence journal. I think that's the one I want to put this in. All right. Right there. It's just going to fit. All right, push that down. Now I can flip this and use the back side. Like I said, nobody's going to see inside of these because they're going to be folded. Okay. Now, oh, you can't see it. It's better. It's just that you can't really see it. Huh. Well, I think it's got a lot of texture and stuff to it, so I think we'll be fine. All right, let's flip this over. Go at it again. And see if this will work. I'm trying. Y'all like to see me when I fail, right, Nilda? Yeah. not fail, but when I have mistakes and they don't quite work out. And I was telling her the other day, I said, well, I do make mistakes quite often, but I will try to make them work, or I try to do something else, and I'll show you in a later video how I resolved the issue or something like that. I don't let them usually get to me. I don't toss anything, in other words. It gets used. It's not going to get the better of me. No way. All right. Let's see if that did the trick. It's still not doing it well. I think it's the craft cardstock. I really do, because it's not much darker than it was before. You know, I think it's fine. I'm going to go with this side. I think it's fine. So we're going to cut that off right there. There we go. Now, so this step is us taking all of our edges and gluing them down, and we're going to put our little figure into the window. Now, I want to rephrase what Nilda actually said. She said that you learn by others' mistakes, so she liked to see others' mistakes so she would not do them. I think that's how she phrased. And I'm sorry, Nilda. I didn't mean to put you in a bad light, but so what I meant by my expression was that usually I'll take it and I'll look at it and say, well, that's not really a mistake. I can work with that. Because I look at this and I'm thinking, you know, I could add like a button or a little bit of something to it, a little cog on the side. And it's like I can still see the typewriter keys. So, yeah, I can do something with that. It might have been a happy mistake. I have those quite often. I got a little bit of sticky right there. I don't know where that come from. Oh, that's probably from the washi when I was holding that to cut it out. Okay, so now with this one, now I can show you. Look at the typewriter on the inside. Now I can show you about how to do the hidden paper clip. So we have it like this. Now I may want to go ahead while it's open and put my my eyelet and everything in. All right, I've got some eyelets on order, but I'm pretty few and far between here on choices. So, what have I got? These two. I don't want to be putting flowers on here. This is supposed to be steampunk. Yeah, that's all I got so far. So I guess two of them's going to have to be small. Here's a copper one. And I got quite a few of these, so another coppery looking one. There we go. Okay, let's see what I can do here. So I'm going to go ahead and punch out the big one with my crocodile. And that's my big hole punch. I know it's got to be right here. And I'm going to stick it like right there. And I don't know that I have anything eyelet-wise here. I usually have something hanging around that's punched out, or like I got some gold ones right there. What's this color? That's, oh, that's even better. That's a, let's put that down. And then I'll punch it again. And I'll have like a few layers there, like right there. And I'll go ahead and glue on this one. Oh, that one's a, I don't want that one. Let's see, what else do I have? I got a lot of that burlappy one. I see I need two more of those. I like the black. I see one more down in here. All right. Rest of those can go in there. Oh, I saw some buttons back here I didn't remember having. All right, so what we're going to do is smear us a little bit more glue on here so we can knock our buttons out, or knock the holes out. I am at a loss for words. I got really tired the other night. My feet were irritating the heck out of me. I didn't get very much sleep. Then the next morning, Mom calls and wants to go to town. So I didn't get much sleep at all. So I'm kind of like at a leeway of not being too good on my feet right now. All right. That's why you're not hearing very many stories. I know you like the stories. Oh. All right, there we go. Now let me get all those cut out. And then I'll put my eyelets. Oh. I'm punching all large hold eyelet areas. Okay. Well, that one, I can't help. This one can be, it's okay. The little one will fit. The thing is, I've only got the 2 big eyelets. So this one here, I'm going to have to wait. One of them I'm going to have to wait. I'll go ahead and put that in that one for when mine come in. My order's on the road now. So either one of them doesn't have to have an eyelet or something along those lines. All right, let's go ahead and crunch down. Okay. I always have to flip it. Okay. Yep, that did it. And then that did it. And then I need to do my little one. And I can't remember. I think that might be the little one. Whew. That one split like a tomato. All right. That part's done. I had this one, but oh well. It could wait. It's one of them days for me, isn't it? One of those days. All right. With an altered paper clip, where you're going to fold it, we're going to put it right there. Now, if this is one you wanted something to stick out the top, you can also put a little slit there and have part of the paper clip coming up above it. I don't usually do that, especially with the having a dangle on the lower side. But you want to put your glue inside the paper clip and out. We're going to put this one side down and get it to stick. Push as much as we can. And then we'll be down just a little bit. You want to leave room for that bend. And then we're going to come back in and glue this other side. Oh, words escape me. All right, so this we're going to do it this way. And oops. Put it on the inside, put it on the outside. There. And did I get it inside here? I hope not. I felt like I did. All right, now we're going to push on this end and see if we can get it to stick. You really, really want the lower part to adhere. That's why you might want to have it a little bit extra long so the paper clip is not holding it up, because that's the part that's going to slip over the page for us. And we don't want that little bit interfering. All right, so I'm going to push here for a couple more seconds. And, okay, I think that's it. Now, we have an altered paper clip over, where's my words? Over the page large tag window. Now, you can put something like a clear acetate or something in your window and have whatever's on your page being the focal that's through the window. That's another option for you. You can use packaging if you don't have acetate, but yeah, that's how we're wanting to go. And this is the side that will have the dangle. So I have a few thingies over here, like there's that one that I can put a string in. I've got this clear one, but he's kind of like really, really silver. I guess I could put some alcohol ink on it. Maybe we'll try that. I did have some strings here somewhere. What did I do with them? Okay, I've only got this 3-pack of alcohol inks. I don't have anything else. I just got them to kind of try them. So we're going to see if we can't just kind of go around the outside edge of this to see if that will stain it for me. Probably have to flip it. I've also got distress crayons. I don't know if they would do a better job. But these, since they're alcohol, they pretty much disappear pretty fast. Yeah. Gotta push it around. I could probably hit it with a little heat. If I didn't tell you, I'm using the color ginger. So I heated that up and I'm flipping it. And I'm trying to see if I can at least stain the edges of this side. This one's a little narrower. Yeah, I haven't gone into the other things of alcohol ink yet. I just trying to use them however I can see fit at the moment. Testing them out, in other words. All right, I'm going to hit this with some more hot air. All right, I'm getting into my remnant rubs, and this is eccentric. So you've got that page and this page. And I like this one that's got the telephone on it because I got one of these that will have the image of a telephone. And I think these will go on. These are little vellum windows. I've had them for ages and ages, so please don't ask me where I got them, because I wouldn't be able to tell you. They have just been on my shelf for eons. Now I've got this side up. I don't think that will show because I've got a little hole there that's going to get me. What were the other images? A camera and a sewing machine. Huh. I don't really know what I could put in those. Example, received. Let's try the received. Will that fit? It may. It's got that extra piece down there. Now, I only have to have 2 for this one. And the round ones, I'll figure out something for them later. Because I'm only going to do one of the dangles for now. I just kind of wanted to show you what I was going to do with them. And how they kind of turned out. I've got a little bit of seepage around there, but that's fine. That's the back side. I think it turned out better than the front side. And there's that one. It's almost like they're a little too brown. So even after I do this, I might get in here and try rubbing some, rubbing something else on here. Like one of my distress crayons. So let's see about this. If I can get that right there. Let's see if I can get it to come off. Ooh, I think it's coming off. How cool. All right. And then this is going on this one. Right there. I gotta remember which one to put this with. I need to go with the telephone. All right. Let me see if I can get that part off. Oh, yeah. And then this piece. There we go. Trying to get my trash out of the way. All right, let me hold these up for now. All right, that's what they look like at the moment. I think I'm going to fix them up a little bit more. All right, I've got Gathered Twigs Distress Crayon. I'm going to see if I can't, like, dull down. I don't think it's dulling this down at all. I think it's making it darker. Huh. All right there, Nelda. Here's one of those times. I think I may be okay with how it looks. I do have some white. Let me find the white one. Or it's not exactly white as it is cream. This, or antique linen. Let's see what that one does. See if I can. It just isn't showing through that very well and dulling it down. Next idea. The next idea is this, my statue foundry wax. So, let's see if this isn't the way I need to work it. I got a little tiny paintbrush here to go on top, and the ball is shaking, so let's just put us a little dab here and see what we can do with it real quick. I don't think I'm worrying about the other side. Oh yeah. I have to heat this though, that's the only problem. And I don't know how well the heat gun is going to play with this. Trying to get this on before it all dries. It dries so quickly. Oh, I think it's done dried on me. One little touch. I need that little bit right there. Ugh, it is drying so quickly. I don't think I gave it enough. There. That's going to have to do. I almost walked off to clean my brush and left you hanging. But here we go. I'm going to put a little heat on here. Hopefully it doesn't eat the vellum. I may have to hold it back a bit. I can see it bubbling. I guess it did it. Alright. Okay, it does it really quickly. Alright, I think that's all we're going to do for those. They have had it. Now, I found some tea string. I don't know what happened to the string I had dyed the other day with some some ink. I have no idea what happened to it. But what we're going to do here is decorate with the little frame, I think around here. So let's get our ink out. I mean, I'm always calling this ink. I do probably want to go on the outside edges, though I don't think you'll see them, but just in case. Just to give them a little bit of something. Because when you take it off, like if you hit it in another spot or something like that, you will see that the edges are blaring white. So we're going to fix that issue. All right. And I need it to be almost all the way out, don't I? Okay. And we're going to go like that. Fill that in. Go down this side. Go along the bottom. Make a song about everything. Alright. This one's the perfect size for this 3-inch. This is where you get a little bit of the typewriter knocked off, but other than that, I think it's fine. Then we're going to put our tie, no, not the telephone one, Rhoda, the received one, because I think that would work in the typewriting session. All right, I'm going to, I think I'm going to actually put it in like you do an actual tag. You put it in that way and tie it around, go through the hoop, like that. Yeah, I think that'll do better. Then I can go up in here where the hole is at and go in one way. And then tie me a little knot. Is that what I want? Yeah, a little knot. I don't want it to dangle too far. These are about 6 inches tall, even after you've folded them. So you don't want your dangle to hang too far down. Let me warn you. All right, I'm going to tie it there and see how far that dangles down or hangs down. So that's 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think that'll be fine. Make sure it's on there. Cut it. And that part can go up behind it. Won't be seen. All right, now we're going to look at it on a page. Here we go. I had this set to the side to work with my steampunk. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your tag in there, slide it down, push it, and voila, it's on your page. Now, if you wanted to tuck something else up underneath there, you got that nice strong paper clip. See, it's on there. And this is what it looks like on the other side. You have your little dangle. You might need to straighten him out at times. He's probably rowdy. And so, yeah, the other side is still a little dark, but I think I'm fine because it's got a copper eyelet in it. But you can also put something over here if you chose to. I like the vintage feel to it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish the other 3, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, as you can see, I got them finished. The one here with the telephone, I love it. I've got to get a little bit more glue and push down on those 2 little pieces there. It might not even be needed to worry about. But I've got a few little pieces out of that pack that I showed you from the Paper Studio. I found a phone. I did a little remnant rub up here for reserved. I've got the telephone down here. Oh, that's supposed to stick on there. And then you got the back side. And then here I thought the like the flash that goes off in a camera, it reminded me of that remnant rub, so I stuck it up here. I've got horizontal and vertical for, you know, your positions, and just this side up. And these 2 pieces also came out of that Paper Studio piece. And the remnant rub, I only did one on, you know, one side here, but it's got exchange printing, and I almost put that with the typewriter, and I thought, well, you know, I think the received goes just as well with the typewriter. So this is the only one that got the frame, because I got fancy and started putting stuff around the outside of these, and for, you know, I didn't want to cover it up. So this was the only one that got a frame. And like I said, it has the received because we saw that. We decorated that together. Then we have this one here. This has got made factory good. I thought that looked like the end of a spool. I put a few buttons here to cover this spot. I put the dress dummy behind there. And then the sewing machine right there. And I also put some different colors. I got these 2 with the craft stock. This one was like a cutout from a map that I had left over, and I thought that went with these colors. And then the blue kind of went with these colors really well. So I did different backgrounds, but they'll go in different journals eventually. And they all will go over the top. Wait a minute. I'm always wanting to put the dangle on the wrong side here. Hang on. Let me get the right hand to work with it. I've gotten to be used to being left-handed, because when I got the carpal tunnel in the bakery, I started doing more with my left hand than the right with the icing bags. So anyhow, yeah. See, each one of them is an altered paper clip over the page large tag window. I think that's going to be the name of them. All right, well, I hope everybody enjoyed these, and I hope you give them a try. If you don't have the 2x2 pieces here, just cut some, excess paper that you've got, and just do like a 2x2. If you got a die cut that's a 2x2, that's even perfect. More perfect, because you'll get the same size almost every time. It's hard to keep them right on the money, but I mean, that would be the easiest way. But these are really fun. I really enjoyed how they turned out looking, and I hope you enjoy them. All right, all my subscribers and viewers, I'll see you again. Bye-bye.